Hello, Bible readers. Okay. Whew. Oh. See, this is not easy. Okay. We are reading Genesis 17 today. And I was trying to do this good. And I got blue velvet. Why have it in your closet just sitting there? Wear your pretty clothes. And you know where I'm learning that from? I'm learning that from Victoria Mackenzie Childs. She has a YouTube and she inspires me. I love watching her. And I was analyzing, why am I doing these videos? And I've come up with many reasons. Number one, why am I doing these videos? Number one, I have a message. I have the most important good news of the universe. The gospel, the word means good news. And I want to tell the world. Not only was I commanded to by Jesus, but I want to, because I want everyone to go to heaven. Call me stupid. I love everyone. I love you, and I want you to go to heaven. And the Bible tells you how. Okay, John 3:16. My second reason for doing videos is because I'm old and lonely and bored. My third reason is because I was raised in gymnastics, and I think that being on display, looked at on the beam, on the bars, 10.0, 9.0, 5.0, you fell off the beam, point your toes, straighten your knees. I think that being in the gym every day, my whole entire childhood till I was 18, trains me to be stared at. It's like the Warren Beatty quote about Madonna. She doesn't think she's alive unless she's on camera, or some quote like that. I think that's me too. I don't feel like I'm alive if someone's not watching me. But it's not my fault. I was programmed this way. Okay, number 3. Was I programmed to believe in the Bible? Was I brainwashed? Interesting question. But, you know, me and my brother grew up in the same home. And I loved to go to church and he didn't. So I think there is a choice involved. Okay, number 1, I have a good message. The most important message. Number 2, the reason I'm on camera a lot, in social media presence, that's what you call it, is because I'm bored, lonely, and old. Number 3, my husband sleeps till 2 every day. He stays up all night smoking cigars. I'm sitting here alone for hours. That's why my best friends are Benny Johnson on YouTube and Victoria Mackenzie Childs and that girl in Paris. I'll have to think of her name. She's in Paris. And then Lalande, Chateau Lalande. I have these internet friends they don't know I exist. Blue Velvet. Okay. Genesis 17. So if you don't want to watch me, you don't have to watch me. Oh, and about my rant yesterday about yay old people, I didn't make it very clear. The pastor that I'm disappointed in, he did not mention Charlie Kirk's martyrdom that weekend, and that really hurt me. And then he did a sermon and he said, all of your parents who watch the news all day. And then he criticized that. And I assume the church is mostly 40-year-olds because they have a lot of kids and families. So I just took it personally. Your parents who watch Fox News all day, and so, yeah, that's why I vented yesterday. Sorry. Okay. Charlie Kirk is the first Christian martyr that I've ever known. and America, the land of the free and the home of the brave, had a Christian martyr, which is the first, I think. I don't know. I know there'll be comments. Okay. So even though, okay, enough. I'm sorry. Genesis 17. We're going through the whole Bible. We're doing Genesis and Matthew first. First book of the Old Testament, first book of the New Testament. When Abram was 99 years old, yay, old people, the Lord appeared to him and said, I am El Shaddai. That means God Almighty. El Shaddai, El Shaddai, Adonai, Adonai. Age to age you are the same by the power of your name. Okay. God said, I am El Shaddai, God Almighty. Serve me faithfully and live a blameless life. I will make a covenant with you by which I will guarantee to give you countless descendants. At this, Abram fell face down on the ground. Then God said to him, this is my covenant with you. I will make you the father of a multitude of nations. Now Abraham had Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and he also had Ishmael. And that's the Arab nation, the Jewish nation, the Arab nation. So a multitude of nations. I guess the Arabs are lots of nations. What's more, I am changing your name. It will no longer be Abram. Instead, you will be called Abraham, for you will be the father of many nations. I will make you extremely fruitful. Your descendants will become many nations, and kings will be among them. When I was little, I thought this was stupid. Like, who cares if you have, children's children. But now that I'm old, I'm starting to get it, I think it's so exciting, my grandchildren. I'm not breathing good right now. Got too excited. Also, Abraham has spiritual children because in Romans it says if you believe in God like Abraham did, it's accounted to you as righteousness. So Abraham has genetic children and he has spiritual children, physical children and spiritual. And the Bible talks about spiritual and physical all the time. That's why in John 3 it says you must be born again. It means spiritually, because you're born once physically, but then you have to be born spiritually. That's when you realize there's a God who wants a relationship with you. And you say yes. Oh, I got my breath. I will confirm my covenant with you and your descendants after you from generation to generation. This is the everlasting covenant. I will always be your God and the God of your descendants after you. And I will give the entire land of Canaan, they're fighting over the land, where you now live as a foreigner, to you and your descendants. It will be their possession forever, and I will be their God. Now, the Israel that's there today, they're not necessarily following God. A lot of them are secular atheists, lots of different things. So, maybe he's talking to the Jews who actually keep following him. I am studying this right now. Then God said to Abraham, your responsibility is to observe the terms of the covenant. You and all your descendants have this continual responsibility. This is the covenant that you and your descendants must keep. Each male among you must be circumcised. By the way, that's healthy. And non-Jews do that. Circumcised. You must cut off the flesh of your foreskin as a sign of the covenant between me and you. Very interesting. From generation to generation, every male child must be circumcised on the 8th day after his birth. And then scientists, found out that that's the perfect day because of the such and such a chemical that comes into the blood, whatever. It's scientific. That the 8th day is the day to do it. This applies not only to members of your family, but also to the servants born in your household and the foreign-born servants whom you have purchased. All must be circumcised. Your bodies will bear the mark of my everlasting covenant. Any male who fails to be circumcised will be cut off from the covenant family for breaking the covenant. Okay, we're going to have to do part 1 and part 2 because I'm going on too long. Stay tuned for part 2.